So, my dear children, welcome back to a new another session of our class 9 treasure trove story of class story of the chapter first. Now we can begin with the seventh passage. Day and night cannot come together, cannot dwell together. That's the reality. It's practically impossible for the day and night can come together. According to Chief Seattle, the ancestors of the Europeans ceased to love them. They stopped loving their Native Americans. But Native Americans never forget the world that gave them their being and identity. So they'll dwell apart in peace of force. Words of great white chief seems to be words of nature. They keep on loving its valleys and other sweet memories in their past. Now they are weeping in the sun without any hopes in their lives. Not a single star of hope hovers above the natives of horizon. Not even a single star of hopes above native horizon. He feels so. The wind, the winds mourn, grim fate follow them. The situation is similar to a wounded pigeon that is being hunted down. We know what is the condition of a pigeon or of a dove after it gets wounded. It will hurt, it will get hurt. Moreover, he feels that in a few more years their race will disappear. If the things are in such a way, Chief Seattle reminds his people of Native Americans that their community will be decreasing so fast. Their race, the total race of white Americans will disappear. This is how he reflects his unhappiness about the fate of his people. Here, as a speaker, as a leader of the Native Americans, Chief Seattle also feels so disappointed, sad, or unhappy because he is worrying about the fate of his people. Fate of his people. And he says that they will accept their governors, they will accept their governors proposal for surrounding their lands on one condition. They are about to they are about to surrender their land to the white men. Even the President of America, George Washington, sent his message. There was an indirect reminder about the vacation from the Native American. So they believe that they are ready to accept the proposal for surrendering. But it was based on one condition, that they will never be denied the privilege of visiting the tombs of their ancestors. So they need permission to come back to their native place and to visit their ancestors' tomb, the place where they are buried, the place where they are living, stayed, buried, rest. So every one of the red Americans has risen to great glory, definitely meet it fall one day. This great, this is a reference to the biblical God and his 10 commandments that always supported and guided the white man. So the common destiny of man is that his decay is inevitable. Their loss, their destruction, their surrender is about to happen. So now, mentally, spiritually, they are ready to accept their fate. That's about the chapters up to passage 7. At the end of the passage 7, the rest of the parts will be discussed in the next session. By that time, please go through the videos again and again by rewinding the sessions. Thank you, and keep in touch with your learning.